Welcome back to our weekly dive into the cryptoverse. I'm Corbin Fraser, and in today's episode, we're exploring some critical developments shaking the entire crypto world, from a major legal battle to political endorsements and big donations. We've got a lot to cover, so let's dive in. Big first-time story here. Landmark legal case. Alexey Pertsev, the developer behind Tornado Cash, he's been sentenced to 5 years and 4 months in prison for, at least according to the judge, laundering $2.2 billion through the crypto mixing service. So, for those unfamiliar with Tornado Cash, it is or was a decentralized protocol designed to obscure transaction histories on the Ethereum blockchain. This enabled anyone globally to transact with some level of privacy, which on Ethereum it doesn't have by default. So you could interact with a smart contract and come up with some privacy. It was an interesting protocol. It's still out there. The front end's kind of been taken over, and good luck. So Pertsev argued that as an open source developer, he had no control over how the platform was used. However, the court saw it very differently. They concluded that Tornado.cash was built with criminal intent and that Pertsev ignored the laws and regulations that were designed to prevent such types of misuse. So this verdict is sure to have some chilling effect on the crypto industry, with developers now being imprisoned for writing open source code, which is like something that has long been considered, I guess, like free speech. So moving on. In response to the growing crackdowns on crypto, prominent figures in the crypto space are stepping into the political arena. One example is David Bailey, the CEO of Bitcoin magazine, who revealed his advisory role in former President Donald Trump's campaign, where Bailey is urging Trump to adopt a pro-Bitcoin agenda. So Bailey and his team, they've been pushing for a crypto-friendly executive order to be signed on day one should Trump be reelected. Bailey stated, "We're not voting for Trump per se, we're voting against Biden." So, as usual, the choices being presented are far from ideal. You've got the geriatric megalomaniac, sometimes comedian, versus a clearly senile and even older guy being propped up by the deep state handlers and, in a bit of a Weekend at Bernie's style. So choose wisely, Americans. Personally, man, I want Trump. Let's do it. Trump rhymes with pump. We got it, man. He's got the memes. He's got the NFTs. We know he's got crypto. He's our only hope for the West. Otherwise, man, it's going to be a bumpy ride for 4 more years if Biden gets back in. So it's becoming increasingly clear that crypto supporters are going to vote for whoever is, at least likely to fight money that's not controlled by the state. So other crypto supporters, they're putting their money where their mouth is, and it's good to see. Another friendly fighter, Moonpay, a longtime partner of Bitcoin.com. They've donated $1 million to the Stand with Crypto initiative. This nonprofit aims to rally American voters around the cryptocurrency cause and support pro-crypto political candidates. So Moonpay's CEO, Ivan Soto Wright, emphasized the importance of fostering a supportive regulatory framework for crypto innovation. With this donation, Moonpay joins a growing list of industry players actively defending crypto in the political and the legal arenas. So hats off to Ivan and his team at Moonpay, longtime supporters. If you use our buy flow in some parts of the world, you'll probably connect through Moonpay. Longtime partners of us. They're great. Of course, the US and Europe aren't the only places that we're seeing these regulatory crackdowns on Bitcoin and crypto. And as viewers of the show know, Nigeria has emerged as a frequent key battleground being talked about here. And the country's currency, the Naira, congratulations, Nigeria. You guys officially have become the worst performing currency in the world, erasing all of its gains from earlier in the year. This ongoing depreciation is attributed to Nigeria's foreign exchange shortages and some ineffective monetary policies. So in response, they've chosen to crack down on, what else? Crypto. So experts, of course, argue that the Central Bank of Nigeria's decision to exclude crypto entities from the entire banking system in Nigeria has driven users to peer-to-peer trading platforms, which isn't totally surprising. We've seen this here at Bitcoin.com on our self-custody wallet app. Nigeria installs are through the roof. All the Nigerians they're coming to hang with us in self-custody, and I'm guessing they're doing some peer-to-peer stuff. So we welcome all Nigerians. Come download the Bitcoin.com wallet. But actually, I think what I like about this story is that it's definitely proof that crypto will find a way So you've got like authorities, they're considering banning peer-to-peer platforms altogether across all Nigeria, saying you can't interact with Bitcoin and send it to your neighbor and pay for things or do anything with it. And of course, banning peer-to-peer exchange is, like a centralized exchange is one thing, but to actually go after that ability to actually send someone from a self-custody wallet and receive to a self-custody wallet, that type of ban it's totally different. Very hard to enforce. You're not going to have government people knocking on the door being like, hey, let me see your phone. Let me see your wallet. Have you sent anything to anyone? I don't think the government can do that at scale. So, we wish them good luck though with their changes. But moving on to the latest absurd Bitcoin and crypto take, we're going to talk about our favorite statist historian, Yuval Noah Harari. I don't know what to say about this guy. I don't have many nice things to say. He's a bit of a clown, but we're going to talk about him. This renowned author, of admittedly entertaining books like Sapiens, he recently expressed his skepticism of Bitcoin, calling it a currency of distrust. So at the Biz Innovation Summit, Harari argued that it's, and I quote, actually a good idea to give banks and governments the ability to create more and more money in order to build more trust within society. Now, I don't know about you guys, but everyone I hear from who's having a tough time buying groceries these days due to inflation, they're not feeling like more trust. They're just feeling rage against the machine that things are so much more expensive than they were a few years ago. But, this perspective drew significant criticism from the entire crypto community. Charles Hoskinson, co-founder of Cardano, described Harari's view as Dunning-Kruger on steroids, which is a reference to the cognitive bias in which individuals with limited knowledge or competence, they might overestimate their abilities. And in this case, Harari has in my opinion, deep misunderstanding of Bitcoin's foundational principles. And I guess we'll leave it at that for now. Moving on, let's talk about some bullish news, some hopium. In a bold strategic move, Tokyo-listed public company Metaplanet has unveiled a Bitcoin-first strategy to combat Japan's economic weakness and the yen's devaluation. The company plans to use Bitcoin as a reserve asset, mirroring MicroStrategy's approach in the United States. So Metaplanet's shift aims to protect its balance sheet from the yen's depreciation and position itself as a Bitcoin-focused investment vehicle. So this move highlights the growing recognition of Bitcoin as a hedge against failing fiat currencies. And it seems the Japanese yen is now falling into that category. If you guys have looked at the Japanese USD rate, in for a surprise, man. Anyone who went to Japan a couple years ago where it was like $1 for 100 yen, you'd be in for a huge shock how cheap it is to go travel and visit Japan today. So on to the next one. Brief talk about the latest bullish market predictions. Macro investor Dan Tapiero predicts that Bitcoin could surpass 90K if it breaks the 65K mark, which at the time of recording, at least, it has. So he describes the current market conditions as scary bullish. That's cool. Additionally, on-chain analyst Willy Woo forecasts that Bitcoin could reach up to $1 million in the next decade, potentially becoming a reserve currency. Woo envisions a future where Bitcoin's growth helps purge central bank corruption and deters wars by making them more costly. Okay, so now for the last story, we've got some more hopium. We're going to move away from the politics and all the intrigue and drama and just get to some good old-fashioned Bitcoin innovation. What's going on in Bitcoin? Co-founder and CEO of DLC.link, Aki Balog, published his intriguing op-ed on Bitcoin.com news this week. In it, he describes an exciting innovation in the Bitcoin ecosystem, discrete log contracts, or DLCs. The claim is that these contracts could revolutionize decentralized finance on Bitcoin by eliminating the need for intermediaries. Now, these intermediaries, which have historically led to disastrous losses in the crypto world, in which most other attempts to bring DeFi to Bitcoin have completely relied on. Originally, this whole idea was proposed in 2018 by Taj Dria, co-inventor of the Lightning Network. But DLCs enable two parties to make conditional payments based on predefined conditions. Essentially, they allow users to securely and privately execute smart contracts directly on the blockchain. So currently, Bitcoin's layer 2 networks are in their early stages compared to those on other blockchains like Ethereum. However, as interest in Bitcoin layer 2s grow, DLCs may present a safer alternative for building DeFi applications on BTC. So for those looking to earn yield on their Bitcoin while maintaining custody, DLCs may offer a compelling option. They may enable secure DeFi transactions without relying on third parties, staying true to that whole Bitcoin principle of decentralized first, self-sovereignty. So interesting stuff, something we're going to keep a very close eye on, but you can go read more about DLCs over at news.bitcoin.com. And that is it for today, guys. Thank you for joining us today as we navigated through these pivotal stories in the Bitcoin and crypto world. The landscape of crypto is constantly evolving, presenting new challenges and opportunities. So remember, staying informed and engaged is crucial as we continue to advocate for decentralized finance and self-sovereign financial systems. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe for more insights each week. We're here to help you stay ahead of the curve in crypto. Until next time, keep your wallet safe and your minds open. See you later, guys.